Hello and welcome back to the Short Sale Minute. I'm Ryan Smith.
I'm Nick Lavera.
And as you can see, we are outside today. We decided to get out of the office and get outside because it's a beautiful day, probably mid-70s, nice cool breeze, and here we are filming for you. Nick has something he wants to touch on. It's kind of a deal we have in process, and we found it rather comical, like we do with many of our short sale negotiations, because really we know more than the bank does.
That's the way it always seems to be. We had a property that we put on the market late last fall, and we comped the property out at $300,000. This was a Southern California property. It was actually in the desert area of Southern California, in the Palm Springs area. We comped it out at $300,000. Sent in an offer that we got in early February for that amount, $300,000. We had actually received several offers prior to that for less than the amount that we had comped it for. Wells Fargo is the lender in this case.
What? You just said their name?
I did. I'm outing Wells Fargo. It is a loan that they own, so it's a portfolio loan. They didn't sell it. It's not a Fannie loan. They didn't send it to a servicer. They're dealing with this loan from beginning to end. So we sent them an offer for $300,000. This was in early February, the 1st or 2nd of February actually. They counter at $350,000. So there's a $50,000 gap between the way we comped the property and the BPO that they had done on this property. Today is June 21st, 2010. A week and a half ago, we got an approval for the $300,000 offer that was submitted to them in February. What happened between the 1st of February and this last week was simply nothing more than insanity. Going back and forth with Wells Fargo, trying to demonstrate to them why the property was really only worth $300,000. And finally, we get them to agree.
I think what it comes down to is we escalated the file. We escalated the file up to someone that can make a decision within Wells Fargo a couple of times. But this last go around, we actually got to a gentleman in Wells Fargo that kind of understood where we were coming from, and he took it upon him to actually explore what we were sending him. And you know what? They accepted it, and that's what it came down to was a proper escalation, and then not dealing with just these monkeys, for lack of a better term, over there at Wells Fargo. We had a negotiator assigned, but we had to go above them. We had to go above that supervisor to finally get it in the right hands, but we finally did. And we do this on a daily basis. This is what we do. This is what we love. Nick doesn't have a smile on his face a lot of the times because I think he's just beat down and he's so frustrated with dealing with these lenders, where I'm more the happy one because I just laugh when they come back to me, but Nick's a little bit more serious and takes it to heart.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, we spent 5 months beating on this file. We knew we were right. We knew they were wrong, and they insisted from their offices in Omaha, Nebraska, or wherever they happened to be, that they knew more about the property and market conditions in Southern California than we do. They're absolutely wrong. The other thing about this that's so frustrating is that, I guess the thing I would impart to those of you who are watching is that this is not for the weak of heart. You've got to be strong, set your jaw and straighten your spine, because this is going to be a little bit of a long road if you're going into the short sale process. You can't become discouraged. You can't let the lender beat you down. You've got to be able to persevere and just believe in the end that we're going to get this done, because 99% of the time we do.
And I know we're running a little bit over our normal video time, but I just wanted to say this. Nick kind of brought it up, but just hang in there. We will get it done. And a lot of times there's agents out there, there's negotiation companies that take what these lenders come back with as gospel, and they won't go back to them and counter the offer or escalate the offer. Kind of a funny story with this particular file. When I sent in, or Nick, I forgot which one of us it was, we sent in the email for the escalation. Well, what happened was our negotiator sent that off to her supervisor. We sent it to the supervisor also. We CC'd them. Well, the supervisor didn't realize that she hit the reply all button, and she only wanted to reply to her negotiator, her subordinate. What happened was that supervisor said, look, when you're dealing with these people, you have to be firm, you have to be strong, you have to act like you know what you're saying. And it was rather comical. I have the email saved, and that's one I have printed. It's right behind my desk, and I get a kick out every morning when I come to the office and see that, because she hit reply all, and I thought it was funny.
And that just kind of underscores they're in business. That's what this is about for them. It is business, and they're there to squeeze every dollar, every dime they can out of the homeowner or out of the deal, and in most cases, the homeowner. So that's another reason to be strong. Make sure you know what your comps are. Make sure you know that the offer that you've sent in is solid, and stick to your guns, because if you're right, you're right.
And you know what? We'll make it really easy on you. Just contact us. We'll take care of everything. That way you don't have to research the comps. You don't have to research the offer. Come to the experts. We'll take care of it. You can go back and drink your pina coladas and go on, you know, as life as usual, and we'll take care of all the hard stuff for you. I think that is it for today.
That is it for today.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.